How's it going, folks? So, gun control groups and several media outlets will tell you that there is an overwhelming support for more gun control in the U.S. And while I'm going to say that just because you have a majority support for something, it doesn't necessarily mean it should be made a law or that it's even a good idea. However, I think that the gun controllers and these media outlets are being very deceitful with this. I mean, if you look at some of the polls, for example, they cite, well, if these polls were accurate, you would have enough support to get a constitutional amendment through easily and without even a debate. So, yeah, these polls are inaccurate. And in fact, polling in general is very flawed for a number of reasons. I mean, you go on the internet and just look up flaws with polling, and you're not going to find any shortage of articles critiquing polling or pointing out certain flaws with polling. What I'm going to show you here is a video clip, not related to firearms, obviously, but I want you to watch it, and you will see exactly why polling is not necessarily a good barometer.
Think we should ban the chemical dihydrogen monoxide?
I don't know what that is, but yeah, sure.
All right, so there are a few things we can take away from this. The obvious is the person being asked the question didn't know what chemical dihydrogen monoxide was, but nonetheless was really easy to give a thumbs up to its ban. Imagine if you asked them, do you think we should ban water? You probably would get a different answer. But that just goes to show you a major flaw with polling is that it's really open to manipulation, just depending on how you word it. And especially if your targeted audience is uninformed on a particular topic. And furthermore, it's pretty revealing to say the least on why, basing policy off popular support for something is not always the best idea. I mean, let's put another sample together, a little thought experiment together. Say you got a family of four, mother, father, two kids. Now, father thinks, we have food at home. We don't got a lot of money. It's better just to stay home and cook up dinner. The mother, on the other hand, doesn't feel like cooking up dinner. She'd just rather go get McDonald's. So mother and father are deadlocked on this. Mother goes and gets the two kids and says, "Hey, what do you want? Do you want to stay home and eat a home cooked meal with your dad, or do you think we should go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal?" Which answer do you think most of the kids are going to give? So there we see another problem with the idea of something being popular. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the idea of going to get the Happy Meal is going to be overwhelmingly popular with the kids at that point, but is it the right thing to do? All right, so you look at those numbers, and one might ask, well, if they have that much support, why haven't they gotten a constitutional amendment put through? I mean, with that much support, you could easily get a constitutional amendment passed without a debate, even. And the answer is they don't. And I understand other people have taken these polls apart before. So I'm not going to do that in this video. However, what I am going to say is there is another method that should be pretty indicative that they do not have the support they like to claim they have. And that's simply by going to their YouTube channels. Channels such as Everytown, Moms Demand Action, CSGV, you'll notice two things with their videos. The like to dislike ratio is disabled. Well, it's not visible, and the comments are disabled. The inverse is true if you go to YouTube pages such as Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Center, Second Amendment Foundation, and even their Emmanuel Goldstein, the NRA. Likes to dislikes ratios are visible and the comments are enabled. So it begs to ask the question, if the gun controllers are so popular, if they've got this much support, why do they have to hide the like to dislike ratio? Why do they have to disable the comments? Especially considering the fact that for years they've touted that they just wanted an open and honest discussion on the topic. Well, I mean, if that was the case, why disable the comments? I mean, if all these other gun rights groups, these gun extremists, as they would probably call them, didn't want to have the discussion and weren't so popular, why is their like to dislike ratio visible and why are their comments enabled? Really should make you think. So, for those of y'all who are watching, thank y'all for watching. My comment section's open. My like to dislike ratio is visible even on the videos where I've got far more dislikes than I have likes. Y'all take her easy out there, though, and have a great day. And again, let me know what you think in the comments.